The Central Housing and Planning Authority has set a target to distribute 2,000 housing units for 2017. So far, the authority was only able to distribute 355, and it's already nearly half of 2017. The disclosure was made by Ch&Pa Director of Operation Mrs. Denise King-Tudor at the agency's mid-year press briefing on Monday. Mrs. Tudor was asked by Nightly News how does the authority plans to achieve their target given that they are way behind at this time.
Well, importantly enough, we need to understand that it is tied to availability. And as we construct, and I think too that we should be aware that the plan is to construct 758 units this year. And in addition to that, I think we're going to have a few house lots available. And so once we're able to, the rate of production should increase, we'll be able to achieve that target.
Chief Executive of Ch&Pa, Mr. Leland Saul, made clear that in order to reach their 2017 goal, the spotlight will be placed on land developers who just seem to be hoarding land.
And then I noticed Ch&Pa had this issue earlier in the year whereby they were saying that in Region 4 in particular, house lots were not available. But then there were cases of private developers who would have had these large house lands and not developing it. Are there plans to take back these lands and develop them so as to reach your target, if that's an option?
We are currently engaged in the private developers. We are encouraging them to develop those lands, to live up to the agreement of sale. And I should say that in some cases, it is likely that we will make moves to repossess some of those lands.
Non-development of those house lots is not the only reason why large-scale developers would be targeted for repossession. Mr. Saul explained that some of the developers are still indebted to the authority.
I can tell you that I would have instructed our corporate secretary to initiate action in some cases to repossess land from private developers who have failed to deliver.
Additionally, in terms of distribution of titles and transports, the target set for this year was also 2,000, and so far 1,855 have been distributed. Royden James, HGP Nightly News.